So two of Manchester United brightest stars in Kobbie Mainoo and JoshuaUnder is reportedly frustrated with their game time under Ruben Amorim as they have not been getting minutes throughout this season. So in today's video, we are going to be breaking down why both players want to leave Manchester United, what has gone wrong under Ruben Amorim, and if the upcoming AFCON by December is going to save the United careers. So guys, if you like tactical football breakdown, I want you guys to like, to share, to subscribe to Tactical Trafford, as I'll be making more analysis on Manchester United. So guys, let's dive into this video together. So guys, let's start with what went wrong. Definitely when Ruben Amorim was appointed the coach of Manchester United last November, definitely we all thought that Kobbie Mainoo and JoshuaUnder was going to be faces of the project, just as reported that Ruben Amorim was going to build around youngsters when he was appointed the coach of Manchester United. So definitely Kobbie Mainoo, JoshuaUnder was supposed to be built around when it comes to the midfield position and the attacking position. But fast forward to this November 2025, you're going to find out that Kobbie Mainoo has just started one game so far this season, and that was in the Carabao Cup against Grimsby Town, where Manchester United were knocked out in the penalty shootout. And JoshuaUnder has yet to have any minutes in the Premier League, starting from the scratch of the game, and most of the times he's been left out of the match day squad completely. And why has that actually happened? Definitely Ruben Amorim plays in a 3-4-3 system, and that has limited many players, that has actually made players to play out of their comfort zones and their natural zones. And for Kobbie Mainoo, in the case of Casemiro anchoring the midfield, Bruno Fernandes being relegated to play in the CM role, definitely Kobbie Mainoo is not going to have a lot of minutes, as Ruben Amorim said that Kobbie Mainoo is going to be competing with Bruno Fernandes for his CM position. And for the case of JoshuaUnder, Ruben Amorim actually prefers flexible wingers and flexible forwarders like Kunha, Mason Mount, Benjamin Sesko, and Brian Mbeumo. So that has brought JoshuaUnder down the picking order for Manchester United. So are they going to have a lifeline? Are they going to revive their careers in Manchester United? Let's find out. So guys, many of you don't actually understand why these players want to leave. These players are not leaving because they are not getting a lot of minutes. These players are wanting to leave Manchester United because they don't want their growth system to be stunted. They want to develop into matured players. They want to represent their country in the summer 2026 World Cup. And so the reason why Kobbie Mainoo and JoshuaUnder wants to leave is because of their development. In the case of Kobbie Mainoo wants to continue his rise after breaking into the first team of Manchester United 2 years ago. He represented England in the Euros. He played every game from the second game in the group stage up to the finals of the Euros against Spain, where England lost, and he has been actually doing wonderfully well for Manchester United ever since then. He has been getting consistent minutes for Manchester United, definitely under Erik ten Hag for the 2 years he was a coach under Manchester United. And so Kobbie Mainoo definitely wants to play in the World Cup, and Tuchel has already said that whoever doesn't play or get consistent minutes will not be called up for the World Cup in the summer 2026. And so this is one of the reasons why Kobbie Mainoo is looking to push out of Manchester United. And for the case of JoshuaUnder also doesn't want his development to be stunted. When he came to Manchester United, he was definitely promised to play a major role in the success of the team long term, but so far that has not really actualized, and that is why JoshuaUnder wants to leave. And sources close to the player has been suggesting recently that he has grown frustrated with his game time at Manchester United, and he wants to leave either on a permanent basis or on a loan basis when the January transfer window approaches, and if the current situations doesn't improve. So guys, how has the impact of Manchester United missing out on European football actually hampered the growth of JoshuaUnder and Kobbie Mainoo? Definitely that's the elephant in the room, because as Manchester United doesn't make Europe, that makes Manchester United to have few rotations, few chances for the French players to prove themselves in Manchester United. And with Manchester United not going to either the Champions League, the Europa League, the Conference League, definitely it is impossible for Ruben Amorim to please all the players, to make all the players in the squad to be happy. And this is the reason why Kobbie Mainoo and JoshuaUnder wants to leave, because other clubs are definitely offering regular football to them outside of Manchester United. So definitely they want to go to an environment, to an area where they are going to develop, where they are going to have regular football. And Manchester United need to get into Europe as quickly as possible, because that way they are going to help to give more chances to the players, going to offer the players more rotations, they are going to have more minutes in the bag. So this is definitely one of the reasons why Manchester United missing European football first place was one of the biggest mistakes of Manchester United, because that way all the players in the team are going to have game times. It is going to be possible to please all the players in the team. So guys, with the coming up of AFCON by December 2025, I don't think the situation might really change that much, because in the case of the AFCON, Nusai Mazraoui, Brian Mbeumo, Amad Diallo and so on is going to leave Manchester United for the AFCON by December 2025, and this is definitely going to create a lot of spaces in the attacks, in the midfield, and it's going to open up a lot of spaces for Joshua Zirkzee and kobbie Mainoo to have more minutes. But the question still lies in, is Ruben Amorim going to trust them enough, and are they going to feel the belief of the manager? Because when Brian Mbeumo, Amad Diallo, Nusai Majori and so on, when they come back from the AFCON, they're going to go into the first team directly, or they are going to stay on the bench and wait for kobbie Mainoo and Joshua Zirkzee to eventually make mistakes. So this is actually the dilemma in the kobbie Mainoo and Joshua Zirkzee situation. Is the manager going to trust them enough? Are they going to feel enough trust in the manager after he has been keeping them on the bench for a very long time? So I feel that this is going to really be a dilemma for Ruben Amorim to actually elevate the energy level, the belief levels in which the players have in him, because at the end of the day, these were the same players that we have kept on the bench for 4 to 5 months, and suddenly, because of the players you like are no longer in the team, you want to reintegrate them back. So this is going to actually make the players to feel a long way, or a certain kind of way. But definitely this is going to be a kind of change, because Joshua Zirkzee, kobbie Mainoo is going to have a lot of game time. They are going to play more than usual. So is this situation of the AFCON coming up going to change the situation of Joshua Zirkzee and kobbie Mainoo? We are going to find out. So guys, what is going to happen next with the futures of Joshua Zirkzee and kobbie Mainoo? Definitely, if the situation continues like this until January, definitely bids are going to come in from European clubs that are looking for young talented players like that of Mainoo and Zirkzee. And if the situation doesn't actually improve, they are going to be leaving Manchester United definitely by January. But if the situation change by the upcoming AFCON, is they're going to be a lifeline for Joshua Zirkzee and kobbie Mainoo for Manchester United under the Ruben Amorim system. Definitely we are going to find out when the January transfer window opens. So I want you guys to like, to share, to subscribe to Tactical Trafford, as I'll be releasing more videos about how Amorim is beginning to evolve at Manchester United. So see you guys in my next video. Ciao.